Mobile telecommunications giant Nokia has expressed their willingness to partner with Nigeria's government to improve broadband services across the country. The organization is convinced about Nigeria's commitment to achieve the goal and gave the assurance on the 3rd of February at a Nokia roundtable meeting in Lagos. The event hosted over 150 industry experts from different parts of the industry. Prior to Nokia's involvement, Nigeria's Communication Commission had revealed that plans are underway to increase penetration from the present 8% to 30% by the year 2018. The Commission also intends to cover 80% of the country's population with LTE and 3G internet services. Consumers are expected to enjoy a minimum download speed of 1.5 megabytes per second. Bernard Najim, Vice President and Head of Middle East and Africa Nokia Networks, affirmed that Nigeria is a priority country in Africa for Nokia, and to that effect, the company has opened a second office in Lagos to increase delivery and output of operations and mobile broadband facilities. The first office was opened in Abuja. He's quoted as saying, "Mobile broadband infrastructure in Nigeria needs to be strengthened to significantly improve network coverage and speed across the country, including mid-sized cities and rural areas. To help achieve national broadband plan's objectives and drive the country's socio-economic development, we are committed to providing operators here with our advanced 2G, 3G and 4G technologies and global expertise in services to build and run the networks cost efficiently." Dr. Samu Wosu, Nokia's director in Nigeria, added that he is of the opinion that Nigeria needs to address infrastructural problems and other administrative issues which hamper the effectiveness of network operators. About 20 NGOs and civil society organizations have been awarded a cumulative amount of 5 billion Ugandan shillings to enable them advance in their work towards human rights and good governance in Uganda. The grant is by the Democratic Governance Facility, a multi-donor funding institution consisting of the European Union, Sweden, Netherlands, Norway and 4 other countries. The Independent Development Fund (IDF) is in charge of disbursing the funds, and its executive director Davis Damulira has said the monies will assist these civil groups with innovations in information technology in order to monitor and document human rights abuses. In cases where government projects are poorly carried out, the groups will also report to the appropriate governmental agencies. Mr. Damulira is quoted as saying, "We can't change the country because we have received 5 billion shillings. However, our concern is the way it is going to be used to create an impact through multiplying effect and to draw the attention of relevant authorities to take action on human rights protection and practice good governance." While he addressed the representatives of the civil agencies, Mr. Damulira emphasized the importance of the funds being utilized as originally intended, as the project will be immediately scrapped if it is discovered that there are discrepancies or misuse of funds. He's quoted as saying to the agency representatives that, "We, the donors, are interested in seeing the impact you create on the ground. We're going to improve the human rights situation in the country." He also asked that the bodies check with the existing laws regarding their activities to avoid problems with law enforcement authorities. A recipient of the grant, Hilda Tadria, whose organization centers on women issues and girl empowerment, said that the funds will be used in mobilizing and motivating women from different walks of life in Uganda to be more vocal about issues affecting them. Another recipient, Dorcas Akelu, who heads an organization called Africa Development Network, said the funds allocated to her group will greatly help her work in girls' and women's rights, especially those whose lands have been taken from them. The Prime Minister of Ivory Coast, Daniel Kablan-Duncan, and his large delegation are preparing to hit the 3rd edition of the Africa CEO Forum, which is slated for March 16th and 17th in Geneva, Switzerland. The event will see over 800 influential people from different parts of Africa and the world gathering to discuss mostly business. The Prime Minister will talk about new reforms in his country and about past, future and especially current projects being carried out. He will also be part of a plenary session on how the African business climate can be improved. Stay tuned. And finally, if you live in Kenya and plan to travel to the Netherlands, you need to know that the embassy is moving its visa services from Nairobi to South Africa from the 1st of March. The Nairobi office will still be operational, but all visa applications submitted in Nairobi will now be processed in South Africa, so plan a processing time of at least 10 working days. The new move is said to be as a result of a global reshuffle in the Netherlands embassy, and the statement says that the reason for this is for efficiency reasons. The Netherlands are the second embassy to make this move, you know. In July 2014, the United Kingdom also shifted its Kenya operations to South Africa. Now guys, let me tell you something about the environment that you can do that a lot of us are guilty of. In Nigeria, every month, most states have something they call a sanitation exercise, where you're supposed to come out, tidy up your environment and dispose of your waste. Most of us spend that time sleeping in our houses because we can't be bothered. But think about it. The way you dispose of your waste has a great impact on the environment. Are you conscious of that? If you're not, you should be. We're about to take a quick break now. When we get back, more talk.